Bradley was my great-grandmother. She was born in 1911 and she passed away in 2003. I was too young to realize at the time how much I would cherish all the moments that I had with her. She was feisty and strong-willed. She was also a godly woman. She loved to cook and tell stories. Growing up, I was too young to realize how much these stories would mean to me today, and that I would cherish them even more. She loved God, her family. She even loved strangers. I never forget the time my grandmother told me a story about my great-grandmother. There was a homeless man that came by. She lived in downtown Sevierville, so we didn't have many strangers that came by. She lived right along the river. And he knocked on the door and had asked for some food. Without any questions, she went in the kitchen and grabbed him some beans and cornbread and fed him. He sat out on the porch. He didn't come in or anything. He just left and said thank you. Well, he would periodically come by and ask for food. She'd always grab him some food, and he'd sit out on the porch. My grandmother asked her one day, why did she feed this man? He was just a bum. And her only response to her was, what happens if that was Jesus at my door? Would I turn him away? Not only did she have many stories like that taught me how to be a godly woman, but she also taught me how to cook. I remember every morning she would wake up and she would make breakfast, and then she'd make cornbread. And she'd make the cornbread and sit it on the table, and people were always coming and going. So it was there if anybody needed it. And one morning I finally asked her if she would teach me. You could just see her face light up when I asked her. So she told me what to get, and I gathered everything, and she taught me step by step until I finally figured it out. My grandmother, she taught me how to be a godly person, but she never preached at me to be a godly person. And that means more to me now than I realized at the moment. There was so much going on when I was that age that I never stopped and cherished those, and I wished I would have. And she kind of told me then, but I didn't realize until recently. She'd always tell me to slow down, that us young people miss too much because we're moving so fast we don't realize the little things. And she was right. I'll always cherish those memories at my grandmother's house, and I'll never forget them.